So hello everyone. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Welcome back if you love me. I love you too. We are here for the full moon in Scorpio. We are doing a special twin flame edition. I am definitely managing through some allergies right now. My nose is doing what it wants despite all of my efforts. So if I do need to excuse myself and go handle my nose, apologies in advance. I've done everything I can to prevent doing that. But it is what it is. All right. It is what it is. We are here for a special twin flame message. So if you want more information about the divine masculine and divine feminine energies that we deal with as a collective, right? The twin flame collective and people, right, with their own masculine and feminine energy, then I highly recommend joining the Divine Rebel membership here with the channel. The link is in the description, okay? And I go through and detail everything that you guys get for joining. But it's the best way to keep up on these energies as we're moving through it, because, you know, despite, you know, having counterparts and things like that in the world, we all deal with being our own twin flame in our own mirror and being our own creator. And with this eclipse energy going on, there's a lot of transformations, permanent transformations happening, the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? The butterfly can't go back to being a caterpillar. So these things that are changing and shifting, consequences of actions, right? These are all very permanent things. And so we're going to try and get some insight into what is going on. Hey Sarah, how you doing? I'm glad you think my face is beautiful. It feels like shit right now. My allergies are so wicked bad. For real. I love seeing you back in here. It's great. But we're going to see what is going on with the masculine and feminine energy. Now, the layout that I'm doing today is similar to the layout that I use for my Divine Rebel members here. Okay, I do an overall energy, I do masculine energy, feminine energy, and some guidance. So I am going to be pulling from my Divine Conversations deck. I'm also going to be pulling multiple overall cards, all right, to kind of get an idea really what is going on, not just with our own masculine, feminine energy within the self, but the dichotomy of the mirror between masculine and feminine counterparts. So we are going to start with Kipper. And, there it is. Oh, my energy oracle. This is the Kipper deck. I always do my best to try and show the decks, especially if I still have the boxes, so that you guys know what I'm using. All right, so these are the decks that I'm going to use for the overall energy. I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot for the insight. I do not actually have the box to that anymore. I keep it in a velvet bag, but it's the Shadowscapes Tarot. The deck looks like this, right? This is what the backs look like, and then it has really cool artwork like this. So this is what I'll be using. All right, for some insights, let's get into the masculine first, please, Spirit. Ooh. Okay. And feminine, please. I'll have timestamps in the comments afterwards as well. All right, I'll timestamp the overall. Hi, Tie-Dye Sky. How you doing? Glad to see you too. I will have timestamps in the comments afterwards, right, for the overall energy, DM energy, DF energy, and the guidance. Okay. Ooh. Got marriage on the bottom and high honor on top. All right, so listen. This kind of energy for an overall top and bottom. This is definitely an inner union with the self, when you are in a energy of high honor, right? When you are in high honor, what does that mean? High honor in union with the self, okay, is when you put yourself to a standard, or you put yourself to a moral integrity and hold yourself to it, right? Where you officially, when whatever your belief system truly is, when you break it down nuts and bolts to who you are as a belief system, that your character is driven from it, that everything you think stems from a certain structure of integral belief, to honor that, right? When you are in that high honoring of your integrity, where you are not truly being a hypocrite, right? You're in union with the self. Okay. It's when you literally take your own best advice. High honor. If you were to give your best advice to the people you love the most, you also have to take it. Okay. High honor is practicing what you preach. So being in union with the self, or getting into a union state with your counterpart. The house is after that, right? Especially if she's a mature woman. Or you yourself are a mature woman. This is about being in high honor. Okay. Being in high honor. Now, ooh, I have to sneeze. Oh, it's coming. Oh, I can feel it. My whole nose is tickling. God damn it. Okay, we're going to try and hold that in. We're going to try and hold that in. Okay. So the masculine energy, we have great fortune clarified by community in reverse. Now, when I did the twin flame read the other day, it totally ended up being a twin flame read. It was the Adam and Lilith story that ended up coming out, right? I intended to just... Hey, hi, H. Yeah, energy's been really fucking wild. It's been really fucking wild. For those of you who are patient, right, I did the reading the other day. It ended up being a very, very serious twin flame read, going all the way back to analogies with Adam and Lilith. And so the community card came out as a third party, a peanut gallery, or outside influence, right? So when this is released, great fortune comes in with the masculine energy. It was in fact the masculine energy that was tied to that community in that reading. And then with the feminine energy, we have occupation in reverse and imprisonment. So there may be a serious occupation change or an occupation upgrade, right? Something surrounding the work or getting out of work, right? If let's just say, I'll use an example. Maybe you are a mature feminine who has their own place, right? Maybe the masculine needs to drop this third party, needs a place to go to. Maybe that also means they stop working for a while, right? And they can find something else. They can find something that's more suited to them or better suited for them, right? It's about shifting from one reality to another when the third party's dropped. Right? When the third party energy is dropped, allowing things to unfold, including the shift and what is potentially occupation or the cycles of redundancy, as I feel like it's driving someone insane. I feel like it's driving someone insane. It's burdensome. I'm particularly being drawn to the hands. So it might be a job where you use your hands a lot, or you're constantly typing, or constantly, calling, or constantly doing something with your hands that you don't actually want to do anymore, right? So it could be a shift in occupation altogether into something that's more suited for you, or it could be a promotion of some kind that comes along with this. Dropping a third party. All right, insight, please. No, let's hold off on that just for 1 second. Let's use the energy oracles. Let's just dig a little deeper into this overall energy. Give me some more insight into this great fortune and release of community, please, Spirit, for the masculine energy. Adjacent possibilities. All right. And clarify the feminine. Healer of the ages. Healer of the ages. They're standing in front of this doorway or portal energy. Notice the two flames on the card, right? That twin flame kind of energy. The radiating heart space, radiating crown chakra, fire emanating from both the hands as well. With adjacent possibilities, I think the masculine energy has doors that they can open where they thought there were none, right? Doors where they're not supposed to be doors. They might feel like they've lost an opportunity to open certain doors, and yet the doors are there, okay? Also, with adjacent possibilities, if they're rethinking about opening something in the past with someone and it doesn't work out, they might be on the right track with opening a door from the past and just not that one. You know what I mean? There's probably another door that can open, potentially with the feminine, right? That they don't realize is there, but they won't know it. They won't know the door is open unless they try and open it, right? They won't know the door is open unless they try and open it. And lo and behold, right, the feminine has this masculine energy standing in front of the portal. So we have all this doorway energy. There is a door open right now. Bottom of the deck is the Magician in the mirror. Top of the deck is the Thinking Woman, which immediately screams thinking heart space, right? The heart space is thinking. It's the feminine energy within the self that is thinking, the feelings that are driving the thoughts, and the ability to manifest from that energy, right? Because when we are in our high manifestation energy, it's the feminine that is being listened to by the masculine, right? By the mind. When the mind takes the heart into consideration, when the mind starts listening to how the heart feels and saying, okay, I acknowledge how you feel. I'm going to choose an alignment with what feels best, and allows the different things to, allows the story to be written, right? It allows the story to be written. It allows the staircase to be taken. It allows it, right? The elevation, the transformation, right? The butterfly synchronicities on the card. It allows for the elevation and the transformation. I feel like the magic wants to be written. She also looks like she's holding a scroll. It's very Virgoian energy. Virgo might be significant for some of you. You might have significant Virgo placements, Virgo nodes. You may also have significant Leo energy. The sun is under that, under the Magician in the mirror. I think this is about recognizing the energy that you put out into the world and the energy you speak into existence, right? The energy you speak into existence. Words are powerful. That's why they call it spelling, right? Spells and words go hand in hand. If you think about, right, the Magician in the mirror, if you are the magician, if you are the creator, if you are the writer of your story, then the words that you're saying, right, if they hold power, stop calling yourself an idiot. Stop letting other people call you an idiot. You know what I mean? because the outer is a reflection of your inner. So if you're taking abusive words from other people, you have to choose to stop allowing it, right? Whether, and if you can't get them to stop saying it, right, and draw a healthy boundary that you will not be spoken to like that, that you will absolutely leave them, right? They will no longer be allowed to have their presence in your reality because you will not take that kind of spelling cast at you. You're not an idiot. You just are, so long as you continue to keep them around, right? You're not stupid unless you stick around people that call you stupid or make you feel stupid that you're calling yourself stupid. If you're calling someone immature, someone's calling you immature, like that's the vibe until you stop partaking in it. Words are powerful. Understand what is being said. If you're around people that are willing to see your growth, that are encouraging, that are seeing your strengths, that are saying you're awesome, that are saying they're grateful for you, like that's a powerful mirror. That's a powerful mirror. People around you saying, thank you, we love you and appreciate you. That's a powerful mirror. Not only are you saying it, right? Potentially you're saying it, but they're receiving it and are saying it back. God knows I say that to my boss and the people I work with every day. Hell, I wrote it on one of my coworkers' toolboxes. I said, I wrote it. I was like, you are loved and appreciated. Wrote it on her toolbox. She needed that reminder. And every time I look at her toolbox, I see it myself. Words are powerful. You know what I mean? Really, really pay attention to the words you're putting out there, to the words spinning around inside your own mind, and to the words you're receiving from other people, because that's your mirror. Your outer is reflecting your inner. When people are saying thank you to you and appreciating you, that's a beautiful mirror. You're in alignment. You're in alignment. You're giving to the right people. They're grateful. You're doing for the right people. You're present for the right people. They're grateful, right? If you've got an occupation that, you know, you're putting in all this effort and nothing, there's no gratitude, right? They're telling you work harder, work harder. And it's like, dude, I'm busting my fucking ass. Can I get a thank you? Like, thank you for showing up to work again today. Like, damn, you know, you're constantly making me feel like what I do isn't good enough and I'm busting my fucking ass hard as I can. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Pay attention to the different things that are coming on in your environment, right? And if people have no fucking occupation and they're trapped, like think about that. People that have no occupation and they're trapped, be their fucking healer. Sometimes you got to take the crutch away so that they can fucking stand on their own and walk through a door. They might be the third party. They might be the third party. Someone with no fucking job that gets themselves trapped in situations, right? The mouse and the lock, right? Mice is thieving energy. They're thieves. They're energy thieves. Stealing the financial energy of other people, stealing the mental energy of other people, or ragging on the emotional energy of other people. Like, people in the worst fucking energy ever will be nasty and put you down. Like, bitch, first off, I'm not the piece of shit here, okay? I bust my fucking ass and make all this shit happen. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. Who are you getting nasty with? Who? You are in like no position to, you know what I mean? Like, people that have no fucking job and they're fucking nothing, right? They're nothing. They have no contribution. No contribution to the greater society, no contribution to the family dynamics or friendship dynamics that they're in, right? They're energy thieves, they're mice, they're leeches, they're parasitic. Those people are always the nastiest. They're the first one to jump down your fucking throat for not being good enough. And it's like, bitch, he who is without sin can cast the first stone. You ain't casting no stones here. You know what I mean? I feel like the heart space is thinking. I feel like the heart space is taking all things into account with how it feels and who it's around and what it's receiving, and deciding truly that in order to receive great fortune, they got to let go of this third party shit, this bullshit thieving energy. People riding your fucking coattails. Like, if you're living in fucking integrity with yourself, right? High honor, go to fucking war. Go to war to love yourself. Go to war to be in union with yourself. Go to war to be your own sanctuary. That your life, your home is a peaceful haven, that you enjoy life, that you celebrate waking up and are grateful for it because you're not around a bunch of fucking asshole leeches, right? People that have no gratitude and don't participate. Like, yo, take the fucking crutch away. Let them figure out their shit. They got themselves in this fucking shit situation. You are not the crutch or the method to the madness to get them out of it. Like, they got themselves in. They made their fucking choices. They made their choices to behave a certain way. They made their choices to earn or not earn a certain way. They make choices how to talk to you a certain way. Well, if you act like an asshole and you talk to me like an asshole and you treat people like an asshole, well, then you're going to end up in some kind of asshole situation that's nobody's fault but your own asshole fault. Shit. Now let's get into some insight. Now let's get into it. What is going on? Insight, please. Into the masculine counterpart, right? And or the headspace, right? However you want to take it. You can take it both ways, to be fair. I highly recommend it. What is going on with the masculine energy? What is going on with the masculine energy? Insight, please. Ooh, we got the Hermit reverse. There's that Virgo energy. Justice. We've got Libra energy. Major arcanas. Masculine energy could be Virgo, could be Libra, could have significant cusp Virgo-Libra placements. And we've got the 10 of Swords, which is Jupiter Gemini. All right, so maybe significant to you. And that also came out in the reverse. Clarities, please. Got the Ace of Wands. Yo, someone's being fired up. Someone's getting fired up. We got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, someone's going to war. Someone is going to war for balance. Someone is going to war for justice. They might be feeling alone when they're not alone. They might literally be doing it all themselves or holding it up all by themselves. We got the Moon out here. King of Swords on bottom. 3 of Wands on top. The King of Swords, I always look at that as cardinal air, so it could be Libra. A lot of people will also look at that as Aquarius because it's the third manifestation of the air element, so you could take it as it resonates for you. But we already have Libra energy out here, so it might be serious Libra. We've got lots of Gemini energy out here, lots of Virgo energy out here, and we now have Pisces out here. Might have strong, significant placements in those signs. 3 of Wands is about moving forward with the journey. I think someone's seeing the higher perspective with that King of Swords, and I think they're getting very cold about seeing it. I think that they're seeing it clearly to where, like I said, the emotions are thinking. I think things are being weighed. And because things are being weighed and things are transforming, like they're willing to go to war. This is the Black Swans. Right? And the way I talk about black swans, If you think about it, like swans, we already look at swans as the most graceful, beautiful creatures, right? When we're thinking about like birds at a lake or something, like it's always swans. They're so beautiful and so mesmerizing. But if you were to see an entire lake filled with swans, and there's a black swan in the midst of all these beautiful white swans, the only swan you're looking at is the black one. It's rare. It's not just any swan. It's a black swan. It's mesmerizing. It doesn't even matter what the other swans are doing. You can't help but look at the one black swan. So when we see this Five of Swords, right, when I see this Five of Swords in this justice energy, the black swans have their swords drawn. Two, right? Two black swans, two equally rare individuals going to war for justice. Going to war for justice. The Ten of Swords being released. And you might not even be able to see it happening yet. Right? Like the door hasn't even been opened yet, but it's there. The betrayal is being released. The sabotage is being released. The light of the moon, right? This full moon in Scorpio. The mask is coming off. She's holding a mask. She's looking at it. She's sitting inside the fairy ring. It's like walking into another world, right? When you take the mask off and stare at the mask from the outside and you're looking at it from the outside, you're looking at your mask and it's like getting ready to toss it away. That's what this Ten of Swords in reverse is. It's throwing the mask away. It's the mask that creates the sabotage. It's the mask that creates the betrayal. When we pretend to be something that we're not, it causes the pain. It's ending being something that you're not. Not being alone. I think the masculine is getting on. I think the masculine's getting on the journey. I think they're going to open the door. I think the masculine is going to open the door. Let's get some insight from the feminine. I'm going to use the Healing Light Tarot for the feminine. All right. Let's see what is going on with this feminine energy. If you guys enjoy this spread, the way that I do it, definitely make sure to take a look at the Divine Rebel membership that I detailed in the description, all right? Because you might really enjoy the weekly reports and the personal readings that I do on Sundays for all my members, and you might want to be a part of that. Plus, their May readings are already up. Their May zodiac reads. What is going on with the feminine, please, Spirit? What is going on with the feminine? We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Wands. All right, clarities, please. We've got Judgment. We've got the Magician. Give me one more. Clarify the Knight of Wands. And then I'm going to clarify my nose. Y'all don't mind me stepping away for just a minute. My allergies are kicking my ass. Oh God, they really are. You can hear me sniffling over here. I gotta clarify the nose. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands, and then we're going to clarify my notes, and I'll be back to read these. Knight of Wands is clarified by the Sun and the King of Wands. We got the Seven of Swords on bottom. And the Nine of Coin on top. All right, give me just a second. I will be right back. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So looking at these energies. Four of Swords clarified by Judgment. Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Magician. The Knight of Wands clarified by the Sun and the King of Wands. And we've got the Nine of Coins on top, the Seven of Swords on bottom, with the Emperor underneath. It's the divine, it might definitely be the divine masculine that is robbing or thieving the experience, because there's some kind of outreach or communication that has to take place surrounding the Ten of Coins. There has to be some kind of vulnerability or communication talking about the home or the living situation and how maybe it's fallen apart, and or how someone is potentially fucking pregnant or trying to get pregnant. What did I just dive into? Yeah, they need the Queen of Wands. They need like Goddess Kali energy. Yo, for real? Some masculine counterparts might seriously need to reach out to their feminine and be like, yo, my living situation is fucked. I got a fucking hoe trying to get pregnant, or pregnant again. Don't even know if it's mine. Like, you know, like there might be some serious fucking drama underneath the bottom of that deck. For some of y'all. Hopefully not everybody. There's definitely some shit going on under there. Someone might need to be real fucking real. Like real. And talk about this. Like, yo, everything is falling apart. This is not what I thought it was going to be. I fucked up or made a mistake. Like, I got some crazy shit going on. And I seriously missed an opportunity, and I fucking know it. And leaving it is justice, right? High Priestess and justice. Leaving it is justice. Leaving the Two of Cups, right? They were holding it all up all by themselves. They were holding it all up all by themselves. This is a repeating message right now from the previous reading that I just did. Temperance and the Hermit under that, right? Sagittarian energy was strong in that reading, and we've got Virgo all over here. The Hermit's already out here. So listen, first of all, sovereignty is key. You got to reclaim your energy first, okay? Whether you're masculine or feminine, the heart space is gearing towards or desiring sovereignty, meaning other people's emotions do not affect or sway the choices that you're making. They don't affect or sway what you think about and what you're doing, right? Yikes, my fucking, right? Fucking yikes. Other people can't control you. Other people's actions can't control you. Okay, this is sovereignty here. If someone is, let's just say, right, we'll use that, we will use the bottom of the deck's analogy, right? If someone's deciding that they want you fucking tied and they don't want you up and leaving, and they're trying to get pregnant, or they're trying to hook themselves to somebody else to get out of a situation, because that's what the fuck they do. They make babies for money, right? They make babies to get escape routes or whatever the fuck they do, right? They use kids as a reason to get out or get into things. You can't let what that person's choosing to do with their life affect the choices that you're making. Okay? You can't base your life around someone like that. They want to do what they want to do, fine. Hey, Meta, how you doing? They want to make choices like that. Like, that's fine. That's on them. You are not responsible for their choices, though. They will have to deal with the ramifications of their choices. You got to do what's in your highest good. And if you got kids, then you and your kids' highest good, right? Like, you've got to do what is best for y'all and not be concerned with people doing some crazy fucking shit like that. Like, there's crazy people out there like that. Crazy people out there like that. Like, they're sociopathic too. People think sociopaths have to be fucking crazy intelligent. No, sociopaths just have to be fucking wild and manipulative and be willing to do high risk, high reward shit. Playing people against themselves, right? Assuming they know how people are going to respond or react or deal with certain things. They assume a lot. Okay? You can be an uneducated fucking bumpkin and be a sociopath and manipulate the shit out of people, right? Someone like that who is having children and connecting themselves to people and people can't let them go and they constantly have reasons to talk to certain people or go back to certain people and constantly have outs because they have kids with them. Like, sociopath, fucking nuts. Okay, they're fucking nuts. People having babies for fucking money and cord attachments, like, for real. Crazy psychos. Anybody who would be like, let's have a baby so I can get out of the situation, or let's have a baby so I can make all kinds of money, or have this person indebted to me and then they're stuck with me for 20 years and I'll never be alone and they'll have to fucking put up with me. Like, yo, fucking leave that bitch or leave that asshole. Like, fuck that. Dudes with all kinds of baby mamas or baby mamas with all kinds of fucking baby daddies. Like, yo, leave that crazy, like, Jerry Springer trash shit somewhere else. For real. For real. Third party. Right? That crazy fucking third party. When you leave the third party, you get great fortune, right? Masculine energy is what you gotta fucking choose. Great fortune comes in when you leave this fucking third party. I'm telling you. Like, we were talking about Adam, Eve, and Lilith the other day, and it was like, you know, Eve's a crazy bitch. Like, Adam thought he had it all figured out because he ate from the fucking tree, right? Real story talk. Adam ate from the fucking tree. Lilith wanted nothing to fucking do with it. Leaves paradise. Adam creates Eve. That crazy bitch eats from the fucking tree. They're both fucking sociopaths. What people didn't know about the tree of knowledge was it turned you into a fucking sociopath. You lost all compassion and emotion because you were too sucked into figuring shit out. Trying to out-manipulate, right? Out-manipulate. You have all this fucking knowledge, right, from experience. Trying to out-manipulate each other. Like, there is a reason why the forbidden fruit was forbidden. Yeah, you gained a bunch of knowledge, but at what cost? At what cost? You lost your sense of emotion, your sense of feeling, your intuition. Knowledge is masculine energy. It completely warped an imbalance with the feminine energy. Sociopaths are like hyper masculine and have completely blocked out feminine energy. In order for a sociopath, right, or someone who is hyper masculine to get back in touch with their feminine energy, they literally have to admit that they know nothing, right? For everything they know, that maybe they know nothing, they have to be completely humble. They have to be completely humble and unlearn all of that crazy manipulation that they've been literally surviving off of, right? For the feminine energy, getting back to the actual feminine, okay? The feminine is in a state of rest right now, reaping a judgment, right? Reaping a judgment call. Very light judgment for that matter. There's a state of peace here. Four of Swords is a state of peace. Rest, rejuvenation. All right. And that's the judgment call being given to the feminine. It's a state of peace and rest. It's a solid mind, right? The four being an energy or a number of balance, right? Four is a number of balance, and swords are the suit of the mind. It's a very balanced mind, and it is a state of peace. The Knight of Pentacles with the Magician. This is a manifestation coming in, right? This is an opportunity coming in, a communication coming in that's maybe been a long time coming that they're receiving. Is potentially, definitely occupation connected, right? It could definitely be money driven or financially connected. Some kind of communication coming in. And I feel like it's a victory just because of the stance of this magician, right? I feel like it's a major victory in the workplace or some kind of financial victory in general. The Knight of Wands came out with the Sun and the King of Wands. Like, this is feeling super inspired. Like, this is fire, right? We got triple fire here. Knight of Wands, King of Wands, the Sun card. That's some serious fucking fire there. That is willpower. That is determination. That is drive. That is confidence. That is courage. That is bringing forth, right? That is communicating with action. The Knight of Wands is action oriented. This is communicating with actions, the integrity of the light, right? The integrity of the self. This is serious high will. Serious high will manifest. King of Wands is a master of willpower. It's a master of spiritual energy. It's a master of the element of fire, right? I think if someone was trying to steal away the Emperor or steal away the opportunities being created for the feminine, I think they're mistaken. Mind you, when we deal with counterparts like male and female, that has nothing to do with masculine and feminine aspects, right? Masculine and feminine counterparts. Like in my dynamic with my counterpart, I was in the masculine role for the longest time and he was the feminine, right? I was the one doing, I was the one giving, I was the one actually providing this safe sanctuary, right? That actually created it. He was the feminine receiving the love, right? Receiving the reality that felt blessed. He was receiving. Those roles actually needed to be reversed. The dynamic that he is in right now, we're going to assume he's in one, right? He may be the masculine energy providing and creating and everything for a feminine who's receiving, but not necessarily in alignment, right? And he needs to be the masculine in our dynamic, right? Where I was the masculine and he was the feminine, that role needs to switch and he would need to be the masculine so that I can receive, right? It would have to switch because otherwise it was not balanced. That's why I've had to step back and redefine my own energy and be like, no, I'm the feminine. I know I can be the masculine, but I'm the feminine in the dynamic. I'm the masculine for myself, but I'm the feminine in the dynamic, right? So we all have this dichotomy with other people that needs to be in balance, right? In balance. Recognize where things are off, right? Recognize where things are off, because let's just say, as an example, let's just say my counterpart were to leave his third party situation, and I'm going to assume he's in one because, to be fair, I've been in no communication with him for about 1.5 years now, so I don't know. I'm just using hypothetical situations. Okay, let's just say he's in a dynamic where he's giving and he's providing and this other person is taking and taking, and they're not actually reciprocating. They're not actually doing anything to keep it in balance, right? If he were to leave that said situation and come to me and say, hey, Grace, I've been in this fucking crazy tower, prego, whatever, psycho situation, right? I fucked up. I want to be the emperor for you. I want to provide and give and be the masculine, like the actual masculine for you so that you can receive this safe haven. He knows I'm going to reciprocate. He already knows that I can be in the masculine energy. What I was being deprived of was being in my feminine energy, right? And you create a balance. If the masculine counterpart can allow the feminine counterpart to receive and vice versa, it creates balance. So, allow yourself for a second, no matter where you fall on the scale of things. Like, to be completely fair, no, I'm not even going to go there. Nope. Nope. I'm just going to zip it. I'm going to zip it right there. So let's just say, right, I talked about it at the beginning. Right, I talked about it at the beginning when we were leaving this third party situation and occupation changes, right? Let's just say the masculine is providing for a third party and they're holding everything up, and maybe that third party is not contributing, right? Maybe the masculine needs to let go for a while. Maybe the masculine needs to change occupation. Maybe they need a partner who allows that shift to happen because they already provide or they're already stable, right, in their own occupation. Where if they're with a third party who's not providing at all, right, and they're trapped in a situation that they're in because they don't work, or make no efforts to work, then it would behoove the counterpart, right, to leave said situation with the unemployed individual with no motivation and move towards somewhere they can actually find peace and safety, right? Peace and safety while the judgment call is being made based off the actions that they've taken so that they can reset, right? So that they can go through their occupation change and get out of the prison that they're in, because they're being gifted the opportunity to do that, right? If you're in a situation where someone's not working and you're, providing everything, it's very difficult to apply for other jobs and look for things that, pay the same amount of money or more and go through that switch when you have a lot, financial responsibility resting on your shoulders, right? And the fact of the matter is, no one is actually responsible for the choices of other people. And when you pull yourself out of said situation, the universe has everybody's back. They'll be fine in some which way, shape, or form. The universe will come through for them. Their earth angels will come through for them. They'll start going through a healing process. Like, hey, you really can't keep doing what you're doing. You really can't not work. You really can't talk to people that work like that. You can't abuse them like that or bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I mean? You really can't do that, because then you put yourself in a rough situation. Like, you have to morph, you have to change, you have to shift and transform. You can't continue to be the same version of yourself, this lower energy that you've been. It creates havoc, right? It creates tower moments. You can't just go making babies for money. You know what I mean? You can't just go making babies to stay attached to people. You can't, because there are baby daddies out there that got like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many baby mamas, and they get little things here and there from each of their baby mamas, and they don't work, or they're deadbeat as shit. But, when one baby mama is pissed off, they go to another one and whatever, and they always have a couch to bounce to. Well, because their kids are there. Women are emotional. They feel bad. They ain't going to put their baby daddy out forever. They'll let them crash for a night. They'll always have something. They'll always have a meal. You know what I mean? Like, at the very least. Hell, some dudes get money from their baby mamas, which is crazy. That's crazy to me. Given I used to be one of them. I used to give my son's father money when my son was with him. I would actually give him child support. Not court ordered. Voluntary. Okay? Fucking voluntary. Why? Because I'm his fucking mother. That's why. But for real, you know what I mean? Like, dudes will straight up do some fucked up shit as women do. Dudes can be as fucked up as women. Some shady ass fucking shit with kids. Dudes will trap women too. They'll fucking know they're getting someone pregnant. They will fucking know it. They'll fucking know it. They will fucking know it. They don't want to lose a person. They're attached to this person. They have some crazy obsession with them. They don't want to go. They're afraid of being alone. Well, if I get her pregnant, I'll never be alone. She'll have to talk to me. She'll have to be a part of my life. She'll have to communicate with me for the kids. She'll need me. Dudes are just as fucked up, yo. Dudes are just as fucked up as women. Straight up. Like, y'all need to go focus on healing yourselves, for real. Some crazy shit out there in the world. Not even gonna front. Not even gonna lie. There's some crazy shit out there in the world. People do some crazy shit. Yo, like, heal your fucking shadows. Heal through your fucking wounds, your traumas. Go to therapy. Find a fucking tarot reader, for real. Find a tarot reader. Start clearing through your shit. Stop blaming other people. Take responsibility for your fucking self. God knows there's plenty of fucking readers out there on YouTube. There's even readers like people on Facebook like Tanya Tomes. You want to go see Coach TT? She does Reiki. She's more than affordable. She will start helping you unbox that shit, right? You go look up Acknowledge Your Energy on Facebook. It's Acknowledge with an E. And she will fucking help you out. Like, reach out to Coach T. It's fucking awesome. Start practicing what you preach, right? High honor. High honor. Start practicing what you preach. Find your beliefs, find your integrity, and then damn if you bend or break them. Like, stick to your shit. High honor. High honor. Like, golden rule. If you wouldn't want someone doing it to you, don't do it to other people. You wouldn't want some crazy ass bitch, trapping you. Like, don't be some crazy ass motherfucker trapping somebody else, right? You wouldn't want someone leeching off of you. Don't leech off of other people. You want people that have decent communication skills and want to work on things. Well, then you also have to be that person, like you have to be willing to heal. Have to be willing to heal. So it fucking gets me. You got to be willing to go through it. You got to be willing to look in the mirror and accept what is unacceptable about it. The divine mirror of things. What's the divine conversation going on, Spirit? I'm going to pull my divine conversation cards. What is the higher self, right? Spirit, what does the higher self want to say to you right now? Okay, we're in the guidance section of this spread now. What does the highest self want to say to you right now? What does it want you to understand? In case it's been trying to get the message across to you and you've been missing it, this is to make it very clear, right? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because there's probably going to be a little bit of something for everybody in here. All right, what is Spirit, your highest self, want to get across to you? What message does it want to get across to you that you may have been missing? What message does Spirit want to get across to you that you might have otherwise been missing? Remove the label, their title, the obligations those labels and titles bring. Do you love the way they make you feel? Take away the label. That's my child's mother. That's my child's father. That's my quote unquote twin flame. That's my mother. That's my best friend. That's my father. He's like an uncle to me. Take away the label. Take away the title. Take away the obligations of those things. How does it make you feel? You take away, right? Because I did the same thing with my fucking parents, my family. If I took away the label of mother, do I fucking like that person and what she brings into my life? No, the fuck I don't. My mother was toxic as hell. But if I said, well, she's my mother, well, she's my mother, well, she's my mother. No, fuck that title. If I take the title away and just look at her as a person, she's toxic as fuck, and I don't want a toxic as fuck person in my life. So if you have someone in your life, maybe you've been together, well, they're my boyfriend, they're my girlfriend, they're my fiance. They're the quote-unquote love of my life. Okay, when you take the title away and all the obligations and expectations that come along with that fucking title, you take it away, how do they make you feel? If you take the title away and they're just a person, do you really want that person in your life? Do you really want volatile? Do you really want psychotic? Do you really want dishonest? Do you really want fucking crazy? Do you really want, you know what I mean? Like, do you really want a fucking mooch? Do you really want someone who is just taking all your fucking energy, all your money, all your XYZ? Do you really want a liar? Do you really want a sociopathic, manipulating motherfucker? Like, what do you want? Because when you take away the label, who are they? What character do they show you? And do you want it in your life? Do you want it in your life? Well, they're my boss. Okay. If they weren't your boss, are they a fucking asshole? Do you really want them in your life? No? All right. Then you can find a new boss that you like. You can find a new job. That's possible. You can open the right doors. Take the label away. If you can accuse another of lying, then you must face how you've lied to yourself. What's intolerable? If you have liars in your experience, then you have to acknowledge that you've lied to yourself. Probably about the importance of these people or these labels, because these cards came out together. If you're dealing with someone who is lying to you and you know it, even if you can't prove it, then how are you lying to yourself about them and their purpose or importance in your life? What's intolerable? If you can accuse another of lying, then you must face how you're lying to yourself. What's intolerable? What other messages, Spirit, please? What other messages, Spirit, please? Break the chains of guilt and pity. It's insulting to watch you do it. You are not the devil's bitch. Right? If Spirit were having a conversation with you right now, this is what Spirit is saying. Break the chains of guilt and pity. It's insulting to watch you do it. These are divine conversations. If Spirit could have a conversation with you and get the message to you super fucking clear. Stop feeling bad. Stop feeling bad. We've had this conversation in this very live. People get themselves in their own situation with their own fucking choices. Stop feeling bad. You're responsible for yourself and your children if you have children. The universe will take care of everybody else. You can only be responsible for yourself and your kin. That's it. Everybody else is beyond your control, and the universe will have to handle it. You got to trust the universe to handle it. It's not your job. It's not your fucking job. Break the chains of guilt and pity. It's insulting the Spirit. What, you don't think Spirit can do it? You don't think Spirit can fix it? Spirit's more powerful than you are. It's above your pay grade. That's why you can't seem to do it. That's why you can't seem to fix it. That's why it just seemingly gets worse. It's above your pay grade. Get out of your own way. Get out of Spirit's way. Let Spirit do what it does. Let Spirit do what it does. It's Spirit's job. It's the universe's job. It's not your job. Don't feel bad. For having to choose yourself, don't feel bad. For having to choose yourself and your kids, don't feel bad. If you're in a rough situation and you got to take you and your kid and bounce, then you got to take you and your kid or your kids and bounce. Let crazy deal with their crazy fucking life. Be out. If you can be out, be out. See what door opens. If one door don't open, try another door, right? We had adjacent possibilities out there. If one door don't open, pick another door. Pick another door. We had all kinds of possibilities come out. One more message, Spirit. What else? And then maybe I'll pull an oracle card. Pull from my Crystal Mandala Oracle. One more message, please, Spirit. What message do you want to get through to whoever needs it? Really clear. You don't realize how distracted you are. When is the last time you checked in with what your soul wants to heal or improve? Sovereignty. We talked about that huge with the feminine energy, sovereignty. You don't even realize how distracted you are. When's the last time you checked in with yourself? When's the last time you checked in with yourself? All right. This is the Crystal Mandala Oracle by Alana Fairchild. To wrap up the message. All right. Spirit, please. Ooh. That came out rather quickly. Archon, Barbello, and Picture Jasper. Card number 9. Support. Beautiful card. So let's read some of this for you. I'm going to read it all because some people are going to want to take away certain pieces of it and it's just going to click. So I love the channeled message that Alana Fairchild gives. You can take what serves you best. All right. So here we go. Support. It says, we bring you the gift of support. Our support is available to you on all levels. We offer spiritual support of inspired ideas, unconditional love, and divine energy. We offer psychological support as we assist you in upgrading your belief system to ones that enhance your ability to fulfill your divine destiny. We offer emotional support through spiritual friendship, unconditional acceptance, and unlimited compassion. We offer physical support by providing for your material needs for nourishment, shelter, security, and safety. We are able to support you with peace and with prosperity in subtle and very practical ways. Notice how much easier it is to live your life with courage when you know that no matter what, you shall be provided for, and what you need is only ever a prayer away. The universe provides for all living beings so that divine destiny may be fulfilled. This has always been and shall always be. The difficulty arises when doubt enters the mind and fear closes down the heart. Then the simple act of asking for help and support through unconditional love and according to divine wisdom is forgotten or dismissed as fanciful rather than practical. There is so much the universe can bring to you to enrich your life journey and support you in sharing your gifts with the world. But you must ask and believe you will be heard and responded to by the universe with all the assistance you need. There can be many reasons why the simple act of asking for help from the universe is more difficult than it needs to be. Perhaps you were taught as a child that your request for help was an inconvenience to others. So you may be afraid you could become a burden to the universe with your needs for help when there are others with greater needs. Or perhaps you learned that if you did not appear to always be in control, others may become anxious, angry, or frustrated with you. You may have decided that to have value in the world, you must always appear to be strong and in control, perhaps without needs for support and the holding of your own. Perhaps you have learned how to support others rather than receive support yourself. Or perhaps the pain of having your needs rejected in the past has become so devastating you have tried to be without needs, becoming self-sufficient and not allowing vulnerability and the potential pain it could evoke if you are rejected to be, quote, part of your reality. Or maybe you are just not in the habit of asking for help even though you want to, and could be doing that more often. However, this oracle comes to you with a clear message. The universe is saying, I want to help you. Please allow me to do so by asking for my help. The universe has great power to assist you in all ways. It is not limited to a certain amount of help for a certain amount of people or situations. In fact, the more you ask for help and allow yourself to be assisted by divine love, divine guidance, intervention, protection, and support, the more the divine plan can happen, and that benefits every living being. Remember that divine love is love. Love doesn't profit at the expense of another. It does not steal another's happiness or joy. It increases well-being, encourages growth, and inspires courage. When you allow more love to flow into your life and heal your body, your mind, your finances, your relationships, your work, whatever you wish, you and all of life benefits from that increased flow of love in the world. Asking for support actually helps grow love in the world for all beings. So it is time to give up your notions of going at it and holding it up alone. Even if you ask for and receive all the possible help the universe can give you, you are still going to need your courage, strength, commitment, joy, devotion, creativity, intelligence, and humor to fulfill your destiny. Don't worry that you'll be cheating on what you are here to do. You'll just be able to do what you are here to do better and enjoy the process more. That helps others do the same. It makes sense to ask for help. You are encouraged to do at least once a day using the following affirmation and the entire healing process when you feel you need it. Help yourself, allow others to help you, and you'll help the universe to help the world. Hey Megan, how you doing? So the healing process. You can say it out loud as I read it aloud, or you can just simply repeat it in your mind as I say it out loud. I always recommend placing a hand on the heart chakra. All right. It says, I call upon the crystal angel of picture jasper and Archon Barbello, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of support. I accept all of my divine entitlement to help, protection, intervention, assistance, support, and guidance now and always. I clear through all levels of my being, through this or any lifetime, any issue, resistance, blockage, and doubt about receiving help. I forgive all experiences of manipulation where help was given to me with conditions attached, which led to guilt, shame, and abuse. I choose to free myself from all memories, belief systems, and behaviors conditioned by past pain around receiving or not receiving support. I now accept the truth of unconditionally loving support from the universe so all my needs may be met. and I am assisted in every way possible to fulfill my divine destiny. Through divine mercy, grace, and unconditional love and my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will to receive divine support now. Through unconditional love, so be it. May all beings be open to receiving their full divine entitlement of support and grace, so all beings may fulfill their divine destiny in happiness and peace, according to divine compassion. So be it. I give myself and to myself, so I can give of myself to the world. The universe supports me in all ways, and as I am supported, I have more to offer the world. I feel comfortable being supported by life, and in return, I love and serve life with devotion, and so it is. Be comfortable receiving help. Sometimes we have to admit we made mistakes. Sometimes we have to admit we could have done things better. Sometimes we have to apply permanent changes so that we don't make those same mistakes again. Sometimes we have to let others help us pick up the pieces. Sometimes those people have helped us pick up pieces before. And sometimes we've botched it and dropped all the pieces again. And sometimes people are still willing to open the door. Sometimes we have to learn when to stop dropping our pieces because that is supporting ourselves. We support ourselves when we support the people who support us. The I water you, you water me thing. The best way to love yourself is to let yourself receive from those who love you and can and want to support you, who are willing to support you. The best way to love yourself is to support them to the best of your ability in return. Especially by continuing to support yourself. To hold your own weight. To be dependable and reliable so that you can count on yourself and others can count on you as well. A classic example would be the addict, right? You can support the people who love you, who are supporting you and giving you a leg up, giving you a fresh, clean slate, giving you a new starting point. And you can help yourself by being sober, being dependable, going to work, making your own money, being able to help them support you and or support yourself so that they don't have to. You can support yourself and support the people who love you by being sober, right? As an example. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? And so that's the message, you know what I mean? The support, recognize that the universe loves everyone. The universe doesn't give up on anyone. The universe doesn't fail anybody. We do that to ourselves, but the universe doesn't do that to us. When we pray for answers, sometimes we have to do as we're guided and not argue with the answers. No, I don't like that answer. Give me another one. No. You asked. The universe answered. The door is open. No matter how many doors you try and open, even if every door shuts in your face or every door is locked and they shut you out, there's always one door that's open. Always one door that will open. Even if it's the last door you'd ever expect to open. It's still a door, and you still got to try and open it, especially if you're willing to support yourself, to love yourself in support of yourself and your life and your happiness and your joy, because those things are important. Be willing to love yourself and receive, and then give so that you can continue receiving, and who you're giving to can continue receiving. That's the balance of masculine and feminine energy. The giving and the receiving. It's reciprocity. It's reciprocity. Let what is no longer serving you, what is quote unquote dead, let it finally die. Let it go. It's dead. You're whipping a dead horse. It's not going to come back to life. You can lead the horse to water. You couldn't force it to drink. And if the horse keeled over and died because it didn't want to drink the fucking water, you can't beat the horse to make it come back to life and drink. You got to let it go. You got to drink some water and get on your way. You got to keep going. You can't force somebody to see things your way or do things your way. Time does that. The divine teaches that. It's above your pay grade. Where you can't support another and yourself simultaneously because it's too hard, you got to withdraw. Put yourself in a situation where you can be supported and be supportive, and let the universe handle the rest. Let the universe handle what you can't do. You can't do it because it's not your job. If it was your job, the universe would allow you to do it. If it's not allowing you to do it, it's not your job. It's very simple. It's very simple. It is above your pay grade. When you learn certain things, you reach certain milestones in your healing journey. It's like save points, right? The caterpillar that turns into the butterfly can't go back. It's like reaching a save point. And no matter how many times you fall, you're going to come back to that save point and continue your journey from there, right? You're not going back to before you learned XYZ lesson. Take what you've learned. Allow yourself to be evolved. Allow yourself to be different. Allow yourself to continue on your journey as an upgraded character in your story. And remember, you decide whether or not you are your own hero or your own worst enemy. You are the main character. In your story, you're the main character, and you are either your best friend, your hero, or you are your worst enemy. You decide what character you are in your story, because it's only you versus yourself. It's only you versus yourself. Your inner world manifesting your outer world. It's just you and you. That's all this experience is. It is you experiencing yourself, your energy, you in the outer via other people, other situations. Your inner world creates your outer. You decide what your story is. Be kind to you. All right, hold compassion for yourself. Love yourself and other people, right? If you can't look around at the people in your life and say, you are loved and appreciated, if you can't look around at the people in your life and remind them that they are loved and appreciated, you're in the wrong manifestation. You've chosen the wrong people. You're in a shadow mirror. Surround yourself with people that you can honestly look at and say, I love you and appreciate you. You are loved and appreciated. Thank you. Put those people in your mirror. Let your inner reflect that in your outer. That's high alignment. All right. I love you all. It is late. I've been up for about 18 hours now. And my allergies really are kicking my ass. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to get some good sleep. And then tomorrow I plan on recording May readings. So that is the plan for tomorrow. I'm going to record all of the May readings. So thank you all for your presence. Thank you for everybody who dropped a like and left me comments and said hello. I love you guys. And for those of you who haven't joined us with Divine Rebels, if you did like this setup, if you did like the masculine, feminine, the overall, the guidance, and all of that stuff, then definitely join us as a Divine Rebel member. All of that information is in the description right below the video. I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Thank you so much. I love you and appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow.